So I'm leaving the pier. What the hell's it called? Boca Grande Pier. Guy tells me that nighttime is the way to go. It looks like a great spot for snook, kind of similar to Blind Pass. So I think I'm gonna still fish the beach. I got an hour or two before sunset. I think maybe an hour. Better hurry. I want to fish the beach real quick, see if I can't catch anything. And then I'll get more bait and head over here, I guess, after sundown. Fish with this old timer. Maybe he can help me get on some big snook. That's the goal. Alright, better go. Well, it looks like the beach is not that far away. It's right here. It's kind of cool. It's a little private, public area. Private, public, private, public, public, private. So I'm gonna fish here. I got about 40 minutes before sunset. This could be a cool little spot on the beach if the red tide didn't kill everything. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Here it is, the public-private beach access. Looks like the beach is right there, so it's kind of cool. Well, it's absolutely gorgeous here. I mean, look at this. Beautiful. But I see why no one's here, because it stinks really bad because of the red tide. There's a few horseshoe crabs dead. See their carcasses? And there's a couple fish still, but it stinks horribly. So I have the beach to myself. Hopefully, there's still some fish out there. Wow, this is really creepy. There's these little shells, piss clams, that are like digging into the sand around me, and I can feel them on my feet. Look at these little clams. Oh, where'd they go? There they are. Now, I'll admit, I love catching fish, and I love being with either my dad or Chloe out here to fish, but this is pretty nice, even by myself. This is pretty gorgeous. Well, it was a beautiful spot, Boca Grande Beach, gorgeous really, but I think with the red tide, it's pretty much killed off the fish. I don't know if that's a good spot anyway, but the red tide definitely had an effect. There's lots of dead little fish, horseshoe crabs, and the smell was putrid. So I think the fish moved on, but luckily I think at this bridge, Boca Grande Pier, it looks pretty good, and that guy's telling me the snook, and there's grouper, reds, so I'm gonna go there now because it's sunset, and right now it's a pretty good time to catch fish even before it gets dark for the snook lights. So, all right, on to the next spot. Now, I just want to say that it's seldom that I get skunked on a fishing outing. I didn't really get skunked. I mean, I caught a bunch of nice sized mangrove snappers, but none of them are a game fish, none of them are a target species. So in my mind, I've been skunked so far. My first day, I got a late start. I mean, I probably wasn't fishing until close to 10:30, 11. I didn't really know the spot to go to. So anyway, if I can just catch one nice game fish, a nice snook, slot size, that would make the whole trip worth it to me. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. And I have a boat rental for tomorrow, and I'm gonna go out of Port Charlotte or Charlotte Harbor, and I'm gonna rent a boat myself and go and do the backwater thing and See if I can't catch some reds along the mangroves, or some snook, or trout, or anything. Alright, well, I don't know how much I can record on the pier if it's dark, so I may just take pictures of the fish. Alright. This guy here, who comes here a few times a month, was telling me about the snook fishing. He says he's going to be here all night. He's already, how should I say, 3 sheets to the wind. He's already tied one on, as it were. Anyway, older fella, retired, so I'm going to call him my new dad, since my other dad can't be here. So I'm going to go fish with a new dad, and maybe he'll put me on some snook, unlike my other dad. Alright, just got done fishing at Boca Grande pier on Gasparillo Road in Boca Grande. And it was dark, so I couldn't use the GoPro, which sucks, because I ended up catching some snook. Caught about, I think, 3 or 4, hooked at least 2 more. One of them was nice size, and it cut me off underneath the pier. I mean, there were tons of snook. Luckily, this guy had a snook light, and he knew what he was doing. We caught a bait fish, a couple of greenies underneath, and used those, and they went nuts over those. And then I caught 3 of them and hooked one all on my shrimp. So it was a good night, good first day of fishing. Caught my target species, got into some nice snook, beautiful water. And now I'm exhausted because it's been a long day and I haven't really eaten anything. And I'm gonna get up early and rent a boat tomorrow and fish in the backwaters, I think. Give that a shot, maybe try to catch some reds, trout, and stuff like that. Alright, well, I've got to eat and sleep. And of course, I've got to drive back to Charlotte Harbor, which is probably about a 40-minute drive from here. So, fun. Alright, see you tomorrow.